Hey guys, it's Ryan here with DP Marketing.Services and author of the book on digital marketing for plumbing and HVAC contractors. Thanks for tuning in. Coming at you with another video this week. So if you've been around our channel for a while, you know that we only work with HVAC and plumbing contractors and we help them grow their leads that they're getting. Because most contractors we talk to feel ripped off and frustrated when they think about how much money that they've spent on marketing, how little they have to show for it. So if you're new, you're probably finding this video because of that reason. One of the questions that a lot of contractors get stuck on is, and maybe this is you, is AdWords worth it? Does AdWords work? How do I use AdWords to grow my business? Something along those lines. And they're fair questions, right? Because when you start a business, Google makes it super easy for you to start a Google AdWords Express account where you can kind of do really fairly low cost, very simple paid ads. And you see it all the time. You see when you search for either a plumber or an HVAC contractor near town, you see those ads at the top. So it's tempting to go and say, hey, I'm gonna start throwing 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000 or whatever your budget is a month at those targets and go, that's great. Here's the caution. It is really easy, really easy to waste money on AdWords. And this is true if you're trying to do it yourself. And this is true if you're even hiring a company who is just kind of does everything. So for instance, true story, we have a contractor who we've worked with for at this point just over a year. And when we picked them up, they were spending $10,000 a month on AdWords. So paid ads, $10,000 a month. Through a big box company who I won't say their name. And although they would see reports saying, hey, this is how many leads you got and so many phone calls and blah, 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 they couldn't actually tell that one customer they got was through that source. So for $10,000 a month, this company was going, I don't know if it's working or not. They see activity, right? They see this company cashing their checks. When we started looking into it before we actually started our work with them, we actually never once found those ads showing in that contractor service area. Strangely, when we were looking 400 miles away for another company, then we found their ad. This contractor shop had their ad that they were spending 10 grand a month for showing up 400 miles away in a different metro area in a different state. And they were writing these $10,000 a month checks in the process to a large company, a large publicly traded company. So just because you hire somebody to do it doesn't mean you're getting results. Just because you're doing it yourself doesn't mean you have better control. In fact, sometimes it can mean you're probably worse off. One of the things that we're fortunate to bring to the table is that because we only work with HVAC and plumbing contractors, we've learned a thing or two about how your customer actually searches for you. We know the best terms, we know how to structure the ads, we know how to reach them on the best devices. We know how to leverage all those things so you outrank the competition and ultimately you turn all those prospects into customers. So if you're looking at AdWords, yes, it's a great product, it is a great tool. But it's also easy to screw up. Here's the other thing that's interesting about AdWords. If you've heard us speak at a trade conference or something somewhere, you've heard us say this. AdWords is great for a specific part of the buyer process. It is not good to grow your business forever and ever and ever by just throwing more and more money at ads. Why? Your paid traffic, your paid AdWords traffic is going to be the highest cost of acquisition for your customers of all your channels. In other words, across the country right now, plumbing and HVAC AdWords are among the most expensive and the most competitive. Somewhere it can be as high as $45 or $50 as a whole, as an average. There are some markets like Brooklyn that it is much higher than that. Your cost of acquiring a customer for $45 a click, right? That's not even per customer, but that's just per click. It's very inefficient. It is good for short-term work, like, hey, I need to keep my guys busy for the weekend, or I'm especially slow and I want to make sure I've got every lead coming in as possible, or transitional. Hey, we just started an SEO strategy with DP Marketing.Services, but until the SEO starts picking up steam and replacing that traffic, we'll use AdWords to get by. You can use AdWords absolutely to grow your business. It will not be as efficient as using AdWords and SEO and social media and your reputation to grow your business. When you do all of them together, you have the best results, the lowest costs of acquisition. You'll have the best long-term return. It's the short-term wins is where AdWords does really great. Short-term traffic, short-term calls, short-term period of time. And at that point, once you have your reputation working well, you're on the map pack. Once you have your organic placement working well, you're there. Once you have all those things in place, sure, use AdWords, use it when you want, turn it off when you want. It's up to you. But the sooner you can get out of like having to pay Google for every customer you get, the better off you'll be. So I'd love to know what you think, because I know AdWords for plumbing and HVAC contractors is a big topic. So I'd love to know what you think. What's your experience? Do you disagree? Do you agree? Leave us a comment below. You can always follow us on Facebook and subscribe to us on YouTube. And we always try to keep these videos coming at you the next time. And as always, go to Amazon. If you want to learn about our process, we literally wrote the book on digital marketing. It's called The Book on Digital Marketing for HVAC and Plumbing Contractors. So go on Amazon. You can buy the Kindle version or the physical paperback version, whichever your fancy is. Get it, read it, learn from it, put it in your business. Start making more money by using the internet. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll talk to you next time. See ya.